Hello, Sunshine Community. Welcome back for some more bingo. I'm Golden Devil, and with me is Sid. And
Hi.
we've got game two of Schmidt versus Vipa in Division 4 semifinals. And then after this, you've got Despin versus Romano in Div 1, which will also be very hype.
I'm thumbs upping. I'm just alone with my computer, just thumbs upping. I woke up 20 minutes ago. So we're figuring this out. I'm getting my notepad. We were the commentary duo for game one, but so who's better, for commentary duo for game two? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So this is regular lockout.
Thank
First
God.
to 13 wins. I know, you don't really have to overthink it too much.
I have to click this card. Okay, we got Bianco. I see a lot of Bianco right away. If Modest Tomato was in this call with us, I know that he'd say, I read Bianco, 20 blues, 1 hidden shine, 5 Bianco shines. Those all say Bianco in the goal.
They do. There's also some Rico. There's Rico hidden, Rico 3 hoverless, 6 Rico shines.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. You know what? This probably is typical of a lot of bingo cards. I'm going to be honest. I do see the word blue a lot. Right now I'm just looking. I'm doing Control F with my brain on this bingo card, and I'm seeing blue.
Yeah, there's a few. There's 20 Bianco, 40 totals, and 70 totals. There's 11 Delfino blues.
Go through every blue, please. Thank you.
Yeah. 20 from 2, 16 Pinna. There's a lot.
Do they all work together, you think? Do you think every goal that contains the word blue works together?
I don't think so, because just because you've got Pinna and Noki, and going for like Bianco and Delfino blues is probably going to set you back to both of those.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to totally ignore blues here.
Not every hundo shine works together. They might contain the similar words, but it's still like a 3-minute investment here plus a 3-minute investment here, and blue coins are the same kind of deal. See, with basic lockout, we just have to sit here and go like, okay, where's everybody going to go right off the bat? And then what are we going to fight over?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to see a Bianco Rico start for both of them. Because you've got Bianco hidden and 20 blues. You've got 5 Bianco shines. Rico has Rico hidden, Rico 3 hoverless. 5 enemies is a Rico goal.
Mm-hmm.
3 rockets is a Bianco Rico. We're not going to see anyone go to Gelato. That feels...
Hey, Gelato 1/100s. It's in the bottom right corner. Gelato 100s. Hey, there's a goal on this card. But
it's also got a fast hidden or 2 or 5 hiddens if you want to go there later. But
yeah. So this is game 2. Schmidt won game 1. Just barely. Not that like it was just a close game overall. It was like 13-11, 13-12. And but it was draft. And draft is a lot different of a pace. Draft is just kind of like everybody hanging out for the first half hour, and then maybe some competition, maybe 20 minutes in for certain goals. But lockout is like everybody. It's a mixing pot right off the bat. It's like we're competing for the fastest goal right off the bat. Establishing where we are on the card. 1 Bianco hidden shine is one of those goals that jumps out at me. maybe somebody has some sort of Bry guy strat where it's just like, oh, maybe I won't go for the initial goal or the fastest goal right away, but I'll go for, who knows, 11 Delfino Blues. I 11 Delfino Blues is a goal that some people go for right away, right?
Usually more in Invasion.
Oh yeah,
because it's the fastest goal you can do in Invasion, because you can do it before you unlock Bianco.
really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you've got to do 2 jelly skips, but
really,
it
doesn't require fruit ladies.
Nope.
Oh, for the record, I am the 96 guy, so
not a blue coin.
Yeah, I do know where the blue coins are. If I thought about it for maybe like 7 minutes, maybe DM'd a few friends, I would figure it all out. But like sitting here at this moment, waking up 25 minutes ago, I'm surprised that you don't have to get fruit ladies.
Yeah, to be fair, it's like a very bingo specific piece of knowledge.
I did do all Plaza Blue runs the other week, so I could try to figure it out. All Plaza Blues.
Yeah, I feel like we could see. So Schmidt's the slightly slower player here, at least in any percent, and
but he did win.
I wonder if he did, but I wonder if Schmidt will say, "I'm going to let Vipa take Bianco hidden, and I'm just going to go for Rico hidden and Rico 3 hoverless."
Do you think? Sorry, but do you think we're there yet? Like in the bingo. I don't know if, like, I know in Div 1, like, there are players that are just like, okay, this player is way too good. Div 2 maybe. Do you think Schmidt would actually do that? Like, omit a goal? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I've really seen him play a lot of matches against people who are, significantly faster, and so that's...
Well, they're faster, but are they faster to Bianco? I guess one Bianco hidden shine is literally opening Bianco 2, Bianco 3, and then maybe a shine they're not familiar with, but it's still Bianco 2 and Bianco 3.
Yeah, but we're actually seeing Vipa do what looks like a Rico rush. So
that's hype. I do respect separation right off the bat in just a regular lockout match, where it's just like they don't exactly do the same thing, but maybe they have the same sort of idea. Vipa will have to open Bianco in order to go to Rico, so when will he choose to do that? Schmidt going for jail blue and just hanging off the ledge like a Chad. He doesn't need that blue coin.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of looking at the card, I feel like a Rico rush has a little more sauce to it.
Oh yeah.
Because if your opponent's in Rico, you might be able to split the two. But if your opponent's in Bianco, you're pretty much uncontested to Rico hidden and Rico 3 hoverless.
Well, yeah, but like by the same token, if he's in Rico, then the other is in Bianco, getting 1 Bianco hidden shine, 20 Bianco blues, or maybe not 20 Bianco blues, but 5 Bianco shine, or like uncontested to it. So it's like a 1-for-1 trade right now with those levels, like we were talking about before, and it just we'll see how that shakes out with if they do just commit doing a backflip.
The other interesting thing here is there is 8 episodes.
Yeah,
and these hiddens are obviously not going to help with that, or the Delfinos that Vipa's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But Rico shines are relatively fast compared to Bianco, so maybe not the worst thing for Vipa.
Vipa, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the Shadow. He didn't show up. he went to the spot where Shadow Mario would go to, and then just kind of like continued moving.
Yeah.
That's a very like bingo. In any percent, he would have stood there, but like in bingo, he's like, I'm thinking about the bingo card. What do I do next? And then went, oh yeah, I have to wait for the Shadow Mario guy.
Yeah, so Schmidt did grabbed at least the water blue. I don't know if he grabbed the windmill. So he's setting up a little bit for 20 Bianco.
He got the water blue. That's it. That's all he has. Because he has 2 blue coins currently.
Yeah. To be fair, that water blue in Bianco 4 is a little bit of a pain.
Yeah.
So
Vipa collecting Underbell with Coconut and Beach Shine, therefore he has 2, opening Bianco, and now he's opening Rico. The Rico Rush, quote unquote. It's 2 shines.
it's not quite as epic as like a Pinna Rush.
Or, yeah. Gelato Rush has a little bit more zest to it. Rico, but Pinna is definitely like some artsy stuff. This is Beach Shine and Underbell. Wow, what a rush. Yeah, there is 6 Rico Shines. I didn't even notice that was on the card. Like, uncontested to Rico 3 Hoverless, Rico Hidden, right? And 6 Shines. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about...
What did we not talk about?
Pianta or Serena at all, and I think that's because there's no Serena goals on here that I see. And just Pianta hidden. Trying to think.
There's 3 rocket nozzles. That's Pianta written all over it. Pianta 8? Let's go get a rocket nozzle.
That definitely feels worth it for 1 goal.
Yeah. You know what? Mid game, we don't know what we're gonna see. Hey, if we have Pianta 1 Hidden Shine, is there an NPC blue? No. Trying to fight for Pianta here.
I like Pianta, but just not this card.
Do you like Pianta? I want to actually ask that question. You can't.
I mean,
you can't BS me on commentary, do you?
Other than Pianta 3, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pianta 3 has killed, 50% of my attempted runs, so...
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, I also haven't attempted that many runs, to be fair.
Oh, okay. All right. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm learning more about you.
Interestingly, Vipa stopped for the submarine blue.
Yeah. Hey, if he's going for 20 from 2 later, in specifically Rico, having the blue that's only in episode 1 to not have to come back, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because submarine blue for some
Rico,
reason,
though, if you're racing those Rico goals, though, that could cost you potentially. Yeah.
I guess that maybe shows us that he's comfortable enough. Like maybe he knows for sure that Schmidt's and Bianco, or maybe he's cheating. Probably not. Hopefully, not.
I don't think anyone in the bingo league would cheat.
Mm-hmm. But, collecting that 1 blue. Because for some reason, or I don't know, Nintendo just intended that that blue is just like, you have to get it in episode 1. Why would you not? And it's just not. The submarine is just up in every other level.
I feel like the intended route for Rico 1 does like take you on the sub.
Yeah. You go through the maze and onto the sub. I love the Rico 1. If we could make this commentary just all about casual Rico 1, I would. We won't, but I could.
That would be a funny goal, I feel like. I don't know that people would enjoy it, but it would be funny to watch someone try and do, like, intended route. In the same way that, like, Pianta 3 Under the Village would be fun to watch speedrunners try and do.
Yeah. Yeah, casual Pianta 3 is definitely a scuffed thing. Casual anything is just kind of interesting. It's like what is it? The I can't remember what the term is. Just the strict intended route, quote unquote.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad speedrunners found ways around some of the more tedious ones, like Serena 3. When I played this game as a kid, that was a pain.
Yeah,
and Serena 4. Honestly,
yeah.
like
I was gonna say when
all
you
of
said
Serena.
yeah, I was when you said just like, oh, I'm glad speedrunners found a way around. I'm like, you're talking casino. Like we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I also like I didn't know how to spam spray, so like Manta and Serena 6 were kind of rough too.
I don't think anybody knew how to spam spray when they first played the game. But Schmidt collecting, we're just watching Blue Coin Collection. Vipa getting the first go round of Rico 2, re-entering.
Yeah, it's gonna get Rico hidden, gonna get Rico 3 hoverless.
Yeah,
gonna be potentially up in episode shines.
Do you think there? I think there are players that would do this. Do you think Vipa's one of them, where it's just like you get Rico 3 hoverless and then try to hold ransom, or not Rico 3 hoverless, Rico 2 hidden, and then hold ransom Rico 3 hoverless with that goal? Like such an early goal to hold ransom another early goal.
I mean, you could do it, but
yeah,
I feel like you're going to want to get 6 Rico shines, you know.
Yeah.
Probably going to want to get the rocket, and I assume Vipa is probably going to try and do 20 blues in Rico. I don't know. I feel like it's, like Schmidt with Bianco hidden can pretty safely hold 5 Bianco shines hostage. Doesn't need to finish that off now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with this Rico hidden click. Like, what value does Vipa have to go and do 5 Delfino shines at any point?
Yeah, it is kind of odd. Like we were talking about how he did submarine blue, and he clicks that goal right away. I would have assumed that he was like maybe a little bit more confident with his choice versus Schmidt's, that he would like delay that, or like where Schmidt was, but maybe just because I know that I'm not comfortable delaying goals at all. I guess I'm just like not. I think I've played enough bingo, just I have not played enough recent bingo to be comfortable with it. So,
yeah, I feel like it's people say it's always really hard to delay the first goal on the card because you just don't know where your opponent is, and if you're in a race, it could be really sketchy.
Schmidt doing this Bianco 3 reds with rocket. If you do a dive rollout rocket right now, Schmidt, do it. Just do it. No. Ooh, we're doing hoverless. We're doing the candy cane. This is the quote-unquote easier strat. I know that I recently did a bingo and had a really tough time just doing anything without hover. Oh, no, I did the exact same thing he did. I did that.
Oh, and Schmidt. Oh, Schmidt.
Schmidt. Did you see how he died?
Yeah, he ground pounded when he was not over the platform. Because he went for the narrow piece of it instead of going for like the wider part. And the shadows are not really visible on the green.
I feel like they are. I feel like you're giving.
I don't know. I learned this and definitely felt safer going for the bigger platform.
Oh yeah.
But
ooh, he just skips that one girder. That's funny. He just does a spin jump dive over the one girder. All right, we each have a rocket. I haven't been doing the tally sheet, but I could start rockets. They both have one.
I've got one.
1-1. Hey, if we both have one, then we're both chilling. Yeah, it's a shame that he died there, but I guess it's like 6 of one, half dozen the other. Vipa fell, but I guess dying after spawning the shine in 8 red coin shines versus just missing a jump dive off the candy cane for Rico 3 hoverless are kind of different. But yeah,
I'm really curious to see
Rico.
where Schmidt goes, because he's delaying both of these Bianco goals. Knows he's not going to get anything in Rico at this point.
Mm-hmm. What is it? So he has one hidden in Bianco and 20 blues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was just like, what's the other goal he had? Oh, it's like, oh yeah, he went and collected those coins that I hate.
Yeah. Interestingly, I mean, Schmidt's behind in total shine count, behind in Delfino's, behind in episodes.
Yes. What else has he been
Definitely. I mean, I guess the decent thing for him is Pinna. The Pinna value here, there's 16 Pinna blues and Yoshi in Two Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Delfino Turbo. So he is kind of behind to that.
But it's still early. 20 minutes.
And yeah, I think you can route around losing to Pinna here. It's not that strong.
Episodes. What are we doing in episodes? Schmidt's behind.
Yeah, Vipa has Rico 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm. But now Vipa is committing time, just like Schmidt did. Is committing time to blues right now within Rico Harbor. The goals relating to it's 5 enemy blues. Just doing 5.
I think he's gonna get 20 here also.
I think so. Well, he got the sub and he got the M's on top. I saw that he got the M's at some point. Oh, Schmidt's just in Rico with him.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if Schmidt's gonna try and get 20 here in Rico 1.
Mm-hmm. You can do it. 23 available.
Yeah.
Or
maybe he'll want to do Rico 2 just so he has the hidden open for later, but
for 5 totals.
Yeah. Did Schmidt just he got the link and then just went right past it? I saw it blinking there. I was like, wait, Schmidt.
He's chilling, man. He's chilling. No, dude, he's up 1-0. He doesn't have to stress about this match, you know? Game 3. Even though we're only 20 minutes in and nothing's been decided. He's already thinking about Game 3. This one coin disappeared. All right, we're in Bianco. We've just switched places.
Is Viper going to try and finish 4 enemies in Bianco 3? I kind of feel like I just kind of feel like you can just go into Gelato and get the quick enemy there.
Okay, Schmidt choosing to click Bianco 1 Hidden Shine. His internal clock maybe determining that potentially Vipa could have or be close to it at this point. Based on what he's
also, actually, to get the enemy in Bianco 3, Vipa would have to go to the top of the windmill.
Yeah.
Which is kind of slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the pokey on the right spawns in 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Rocket. All right, Schmidt collecting more blues. Like, we were talking about blues goals right off the bat with just like, I just see the word blue a lot. But like, if Schmidt's just committing to blues, like, totals aren't bad. 40 total, 70 total, 11 Delfino blues. He already has 20 from Bianco. He has a few from Rico, towards 20 from there.
Yeah, he's going to do 11 Delfinos, I think, here.
Yeah.
Maybe not hard rush it, but...
What in your mind, what does that mean? It's like maybe not hard rush it.
Like, I don't know that he's going to go do all 11 right now before he goes into Gelato.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to see him do both jelly skips, for example.
Yeah, but he's going to make headway towards it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Getting this M. Do you think we see a fruit lady from him?
No.
No. Everybody knows the 11 Delfino blue route, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he can do it after the unlock. He can potentially, do Fire Pianta instead of having to go get the Sewer Blue or both Jelly Skips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, he's just going to be able to get the Sewer Blue and finish this off, so...
Hard rushed.
I was wrong.
Hey, you said he could potentially. You're not wrong. You're half right. You gave him options. Hey, maybe, you know what? You could still be right. He's going this way. Where the hell is he going? Let's collect.
Doing the Jelly Skip.
Ooh. Does he know where
This is the easier one.
A little bit
just
lower?
because you can't get stuck.
There we go. Oh, he went!
Oh,
He pulled a Schmidt! He pulled a Schmidt! He missed the blue! That is... I've never seen that. Just like, just walk around it.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
For me to see.
It's like
I feel like usually you see...
Not in.
Usually I feel like you see people clip into the Cop Secret.
There we go. We got the blue. We skipped the jelly. We're opening gelato. We're chilling.
Okay, there we go.
He clicked it.
Yeah.
Now Schmidt knows.
So is Vipa gonna do 20 Bianco blues here? Or is he just gonna grab the enemies?
Looks like we're committing to blues. Schmidt does have the goal at this point, but he hasn't had it clicked.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just waiting till he gets to 40.
He clicked it! Woo! We're talking about it out loud. All right, does Vipa react? Do we see a reaction? He has 3 blues into the 20 route.
Did he get 20 in Rico?
I
don't know if he did.
He got a bunch. He has 27. So, and he hasn't gotten much. He hasn't been anywhere other than, and he hasn't collected Delfino. So he must have, right?
Yeah. So I think he's going for 20 from 2 here, and is going to try and win to 40. But
okay, he's going to lose to 44 by days.
Unless Schmidt delays it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can't. It's a... I mean, I guess you've seen nothing from Vipa to suggest that Vipa has any blues.
I feel like that's commentator bias coming out.
That's fair. I just feel like, I don't know, 27 minutes in with so many blues goals, it's...
I clicked it. You're right.
It's a risky delay.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything just converges. You don't know how many blues he's gotten where, but like, so you delay 20 in Bianco, but like 40 total is every blue total. So you don't know.
Now actually Schmidt can trade into Pinna and win to Pinna. Which I did not think was going to happen before Vipa committed to these blues.
Vipa bouncing off the spider and getting just his head bonked on that windmill. That's a very rare... He didn't bonk on the windmill, but he just got stuffed. And that's a very... that's a very limited movement that you could do. Like, that's a small range of movement that you could do to even get just subtly stopped by it. I don't know. I was just taking a moment to appreciate that that happened. I don't know. Not like a huge thing that happened, but it sticks out in my mind. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know that I've necessarily seen that much before.
Yeah, it's either bonk on the windmill or just like don't hit it. But he just kind of went up to below it and then just kind of stopped.
Yeah, so Vipa has 5 enemies, I think, and is delaying it.
He has 40 total. So if Schmidt loses a blue coin, then he's gonna be able to click it. But he That doesn't happen.
That would be pretty spectacular if Schmidt found a way.
I dropped my wallet. I died so many times in Rico 4 Secret that they took away a blue coin. We're looking at this card. Vipa ahead to... So, Schmidt's commit to total blues, or just anything blue related right now, puts him in the lead for the moment. But something we have to pay attention to, 8 episode shines. I know that Vipa's ahead to that. Vipa's ahead to a fair bit of like shine related goals because he just has more shines total. But Schmidt is already in Pinna.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be tied to Bianco shines after this. He's ahead on Rico. He's ahead on both Delfinos and episodes. Oh, Schmidt having a rough time with this bird.
This is the easiest bird to get to, so it's sad. If you walk...
Yeah, you just spam spray a lot when you walk in.
Yeah, you just trigger the bird and just spam spray and pray. Or you don't even have to really pray. Oh, Schmidt having a little bit of trouble jumping out of the water. You have to hold no inputs, or no directional inputs in order to jump out of the water and be on the surface. And be calm and ready, to drop bombs. Yeah.
I just figured out that that's it and let people appreciate the Eminem reference. I also forgot the next lyric, even though I have rapped this song. I was like, oh god.
But he keeps on forgetting. Yeah.
That's right.
Is that...
Yeah. I was thinking Mom Spaghetti, because the...
At some point he says Mom Spaghetti.
Restaurant that opened.
Sid, if you continue singing the song, I can say Mom Spaghetti when it's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Schmidt collecting 16 Pinna blues. There are a lot, I agree with me talking about how many blues are on this card. There are so many blues.
Yeah, and I think Vipa rightfully figured out that you can't lose all of them.
He did get 20 from 2. He did effectively steal that goal, but that's a huge time commit for just one blue coin goal that Schmidt would have had. Maybe there was a better time commit.
I mean, I almost kind of wonder if Vipa should have tried to do 20 in Pinna.
Ooh.
Rather than the Bianco play. I feel like 20 in Pinna would have been 16.
Plus 4.
Yeah. But it would have been 2 goals. That's what I mean. And potentially, those blues are also faster than Bianco blues. So potentially Vipa could have... I don't know that he could have won 40, but it might have been a little closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely less risky to commit to a level that you're not sure that your opponent's been to, like Pinna, rather than commit that much time to collecting 20 blues in a world that your opponent's been in for a fair bit, and maybe not have had clicked 20 blues in Bianco at that point, but your opponent's been there for at least a fair bit of time. Vipa...
Yeah, and if Vipa decides to try and contest 16 Pinna blues, he's going to be a little sad.
No. We're still in episode 1 here, right? So there's a huge orb of cutscene there to avoid.
Yeah. But I feel like, I'm not going to say every bingo player knows how to avoid it, but most of them do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
you learn anything about collecting anything in Pinna, and you're like, yeah, okay. Oh, see? Yeah. Exactly. He's just setting up the water slide. 16 Pinna blues clicked. And Vipa looks at it and goes, yeah, there was a lot of blues on this card. Maybe I should have committed smarter. Or maybe not smarter, but differently.
Yeah, but at this point, Vipa could potentially still speed bully and win to Yoshi if he wants it.
It's only 5-4. Like,
yeah.
Vipa was ahead shine count wise before. We were talking about Schmidt's commitment to the Blues. Schmidt's commitment to the Blues has given him goals early on, but eventually that'll dry up. And Vipa definitely has the acumen to bring this back.
Yeah, and there's some goals that really anyone could get if they decided to go for it. Like 3 red coins, they both have 1. Very easy to do, a Pachinko and Grass Pipe or Pachinko and Bianco 4.
Hey, let's not bring up Pachinko.
That's fair.
Let's not talk about Pachinko.
Maybe not gonna want to do Pachinko.
Dude, Pachinko was super easy. I'm just like flashing back. I'm like, it was a tough go.
Yeah.
Episode shines. I'm still like trying to keep some sort of part of my brain focused on episode shines. I know they're close.
Yeah, Vipa's up 4-6, I think. So I think Vipa has Rico 1, 2, and 3, Bianco 2 and 3, and then Pinna 1. And Schmidt's only got Bianco 2 and 3, Rico 1, and Pinna 1.
Yeah, you're paying attention to this more than I am. I'm trying to. I didn't say I was good at it.
I try to write these things down. Sometimes you forget when things get crazy.
See, I just have my hands in my pocket right now, and I'm thinking of trying to use the words acumen, Like, how do I fit in bigger words into my commentary? I want everybody to know that I know words, And you're just like, episode shines. Right, and tally marks.
I mean, I feel like, Sid, you host a podcast. People know that you know words.
I do, in fact. Yeah. Yeah. You're saying that I should pay more attention to the tally marks instead of the words.
Oh, I'm just saying you don't have to.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to like overcompensate to prove. I think everyone who's watching knows. Yeah, Vipa either doesn't know that they have 8 or is delaying it.
But you're sure that they have 8.
Yeah.
Falcon hits in the chat. He's spam. He's just like, this is 8.
Oh, you're right. That is 7.
Ooh. Falcon hit. I don't even know. I don't have chat open.
Falcon hit said it was 7. Falcon.
Yeah. Right. I don't even know. I just make it up in my brain. They're both in the exact same level. Doing movement 3 seconds apart from one another, even though they've clicked none of the same goals. You can't click any, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean this
Yoshi is crazy.
2 Worlds is going to be close.
This is crazy how like similar this movement is. Like they both did the exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean at this point, like if Schmidt has a 2 cycle and Vipa has a 1 cycle, Vipa could steal Yoshi in 2 Worlds. So
I am flabbergasted at how similar those Pinna 3s work. They just like did the exact same movements. Just 3 seconds apart, 5 seconds apart.
Yeah, so now Vipa is delaying 8 episodes.
Is that a smart move in your mind? I feel like it's kind of like delaying what you were saying about 40 totals, right? Where it's just like everything kind of coalesces with episodes.
So and I feel like 38 minutes in, 8 episodes is a goal.
38 episodes in.
Yeah. I think like 8 episodes is a goal people draft and finish in a draft period.
Yeah.
So like it's a risk. Schmidt still needs 2 more episodes. So, like, should be relatively safe here, but...
I feel like Vipa just might not know. Because, like, clicking 8 episodes means nothing. You know?
Vipa got a 1 cycle, so Vipa is going to steal Yoshi in 2 worlds.
Oh.
If he goes straight for it.
Dude, it all comes down to a 1 cycle. That's nuts. But yeah, delaying, like, what do you get for delaying 8 episodes overall anyway? It's just like, oh, you don't give away the information that you were getting episode shines?
Yeah, it's not really like a high information goal. So I'm kind of wondering if Vipa just hasn't done the math.
It is something that you have, like, like we're talking about, we're paying attention to, like, we're specifically counting each episode, but like they've been playing, and maybe they've just glossed over it. It's not like it's not a goal that you focus on, like 11 Delfino Blues or anything like that. It's just something that you eventually get.
Yeah, Vipa's doing EYG here. Is gonna ride Yoshi here, but is probably gonna lose Yoshi in 2 worlds now. And
who's gonna click episode shines? Because like I know Schmidt doesn't have it yet, but he's going to.
Yeah. Oh, so Vipa just did ride Yoshi.
He scrolled back to 3 to ride Yoshi.
Yeah, that might have just been a like muscle memory.
Yeah, I definitely rather have that muscle memory than not. If I was an any percent runner or like an any percent, yeah. If I was just played that category a lot, I would rather have the muscle memory to scroll back to 3 than to not scroll back to 3.
I would really like it. I feel like if Schmidt went and did, honestly, if either of them did Bianco 4 right here.
Oh, so close. What a snipe. He doesn't even ride Yoshi. Serena's that bad.
Yeah, I feel like with Delfino Turbo, he probably should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a 3 Reds race. They're both doing Bianco 4. And potentially 5 Bianco race, too.
The not riding Yoshi part, or Schmidt skipping that, is just like in the moment, like, and just continuing to race for whatever he's going towards, like Reds, like you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, I said I wish he had done it, but actually I think it's the right call to just go straight into Bianco.
Like, we know.
Yeah,
right?
But even just like unlocking Yoshi could set you back if you are in a race for 3 Reds.
Yeah, you're right.
And if Vipa doesn't realize he has 8 episodes, Schmidt is going to click it and steal it.
Schmidt, the rope movement. 3 Reds. Oh, the double click.
Vipa has...
Oh, it's so close. Schmidt does click episodes, though.
Yeah, Vipa steals 3 Reds and 4 from 3.
That was close. That became very stressful very quickly.
Yeah. And now they're both racing Bianco 1, I think, for 5 Bianco shines.
That was both of their third red, right?
Yeah.
Because they both got Bianco, whatever. Yeah. They both got Pinna 3 and another one. Man, I'm hungry.
I feel like... should have had one of those donuts.
Yeah, I should have had one of those donuts.
So I'm trying to just look at the other goals and think about who's ahead to them at this point.
Yeah, it's a close match again.
Both of them having a little weird Bianco, but I think Schmidt's going to take it.
Like,
although they both are slipping on that goop in that same place.
It's so interesting that since Bianco since Pinna 3 and me pointing out the fact that they did very similar movement, we have been doing the exact same things. The only difference so far between the players is that Vipa scrolled back to 3, not thinking about it in Pinna. Other than that, we got Yoshi 3 seconds apart from one another. Schmidt not getting Yoshi overall, but then racing for reds and getting it at the exact same time, but Vipa clicking it a little bit before, and now we're doing Bianca 1. When do we diverge? Schmidt clicking 5 from Bianco, beating.
Yeah, I think
Vipa
Schmidt's going to try and.
Oh,
so Vipa, I think, wants to get to Noki, which is not a bad call because there are 3 Noki goals here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe you're not going to want to do Eel right away, but Vipa, well, there's 4 Noki goals because Vipa is going to get 3 rockets. He's going to get, Noki blues, some progress to Eel blues and Eel. Oh, you know what? Vipa actually did not get the Bianco rocket.
No. He has access to it.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty good. Like he'll have to go back, but
yeah, Schmidt's trying to, I think, open up more Hidden's access and also
the
rocket here,
and have depth towards 6 Ricos that has not clicked. Right?
Yeah. At this point,
it is flustering for your opponent. It's just like, oh, that's where I was early on, and I had it held ransom, and then you just kind of like click 6 Ricos. It's like, oh, that was mine, you know?
Yeah. At the same time, though, if you're Vipa, if you lose that because you're going for Eel and Eel blues, that's a 2-for-1 trade. So
yeah.
Or, in this case, 12 Noki, Eel blues, Eel shine, 3 rockets if he goes and grabs the Bianco rocket. And 12 Noki blues is also going to put Vipa in a close position for 70 totals.
He cashed out how many so far?
40. Yeah, and he had 5 going in here, so he needs 4 more blues for 12.
Do you have this all written? Did you write it all down?
No, I just remember he traded
a
minute or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Usually I'm not as good at remembering that. But...
I'm impressed. Sid, just so you know, I don't always do this. This does not represent my actual.
No. Yeah, so I think
is he gonna make this now? That hover was that Y turn after the wall slide was a little weak. Not to be. I don't want to attack him, but it wasn't enough. Vipa.
Yeah, there's 12 Noki blues.
Did he click it? Yeah, he clicked it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to pay attention to. We gotta watch how they're playing, the tier of play, the goals they're going for. On this other monitor of mine, I'm looking at this bingo board. Gotta look back and forth. Schmidt getting Underbell. Maybe he's going towards 8 Delfinos now. Or maybe he's just getting more shines towards Noki, but I'm assuming he hasn't cashed out.
Yeah, I think that was just a train to Noki and try and get rockets, which he will win because Vipa doesn't have the Bianco rocket.
Yeah. Close match. I'm just cheering for a close match. I'm not, no bias.
Of course not.
Oh, get that water! For some reason, I really wanted him to get that water that spawned out of that Google. But yeah,
Vipa's not going for the rocket nozzle, so I think he's just trying to win Eel and Eel blues.
Yeah, for this card, for the remaining goals, Vipa's towards 6 Ricos. Vipa's ahead of 8 Delfinos, I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah, just up by 1 though.
Yeah. What is it? Is it literally just 2-1?
Yeah.
He's ahead. It's wow, head and shoulders above.
He is ahead to Delfino Turbo, just because he's ahead on shine count.
Yeah, and he got Yoshi.
Yeah.
I think the next goal we're going to see converging on, like Schmidt knows that he's in Noki already, considering he clicked 12 Noki blues, but 70 totals.
Schmidt can't afford to lose that.
He clicks the goal right away. Makes sense. He got that blue coin and then got kicked out. He could do a storage from here to go back up, but I don't know if he wants to commit all the way to that. It's very rare to see Rocket like down here, like somebody.
Yeah,
with the
I
Rocket.
think Schmidt's gonna try and get blues and 5 hiddens. I would imagine he's gonna get the blues and Goldbird and then try and win 5 hiddens.
He got a Rocket. Switching to hover here is so he's just going to do the wall. So he's just going towards, like we were talking about, 70 total. Like
he might actually not even be getting blues. He might just be hard committing.
Hiddens?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I didn't think about it until you like insinuated until you finished the sentence.
Yeah, sorry. They're because they're tied at 2 hiddens each right now. So, it's open. I kind of feel like I would, Schmidt, it's a hard call. I don't know if Schmidt has 58 or 48 right now. But I kind of feel like Schmidt's going to need to do Gelato 100 with blues in Gelato.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Gelato 1/100s to get and blues.
Yeah, so how can Vipa win this?
Oh, is he cashing out? So Schmidt cashing out here. Wait, what?
He only had 8 blues, so
I see. This is my blind trust of people. Like, what was it the other day where he started spraying the fire pianta, and I was just like, oh, there has to be a point to this, and he's just like, oh no, I need to get the beach shine.
Yeah, it was just in the way.
Yeah. But yeah, I think maybe he's
get some blues here.
Yeah, I think that cash out, like he was just like, okay, maybe I have 10 cash out, and then Delfino blues towards Delfino blues, or not Delfino blues, Delfino shines towards Turbo. Maybe that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Vipa now is going to do a pretty slow shine here, so Delfino Turbo is going to be pretty close. Of course, this match also could end up coming down to either a Gelato Hundreds or Pianta Hidden race.
Dude, if only your mouth to God's ears, I would love it.
I mean, of course, you would love a Hundos race.
I always love a Hundos race. Just love to see it, Just everybody's. Go for it.
I'm just trying to game out the remaining goals. 5 hidden. Schmidt's gonna have 4. Vipa has Eel Blues and Eel Shine. Nobody has Pianta Progress. Nobody.
Dude,
Gelato 100 to the wash.
Just a Pianta Hidden Shine race.
They're now close. Tied in Rico. Schmidt maybe is going to want to do Rico 4 and 4R.
Yeah.
And get 6 Rico and 5 Hiddens.
See how big that bubble was? Is that just the size of the bubble? That bubble was so big. Why was that bubble so big? Am I just crazy? I might be crazy.
I missed it.
I'm fawning over this bubble right now.
I didn't notice it being especially big.
Okay, you're calling me insane. That's fine. I could be.
Or you're just much more
in tune with the size of bubbles in Eel. All right, Schmidt getting Rico 3. Yeah, we're just going towards... Like, this isn't bad. Like, Schmidt knows that Vipa had or was in Noki earlier, so committing to everything that isn't Noki is definitely not dumb. It's not a bad decision whatsoever. Like competing for Eel Shine at this point would be asinine.
Yeah, it would be very risky.
Yeah, especially considering we know that it would be terrible. Not that he knows specifically, but he has some hint.
Yeah, Vipa can trade in and get Delfino Turbo. That's 11 goals. And is ahead on Delfino Shines
that nail
by 1.
By 1. 2-1, baby. Where are we going? We're water sliding.
Yeah, this is. Oh, he's gonna lose 6 Rico Shines now.
He thought he was ahead. Why would Schmidt in Vipa's mind right now? Schmidt, it's like, why would Schmidt commit to Rico? But committing to Rico isn't too terrible because Hidden Shines and there's blues here.
Yeah,
there's blues here is like a good proponent for it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really just going to come down to like who starts going for Delfinos first.
So how many shines total does Vipa have?
23 and 20 blues.
So he could have just gotten Turbo just now.
Yeah. He also, I mean, Vipa could finish this off with Delfino Turbo, 70 blues, and Delfinos, Gelato hundreds. Because Vipa has 61. I don't know how many blues Schmidt has at this point.
What do you think the timer's going to be for Schmidt at the end? I'll do my first stab. I'll do 32.
I'm going to say 38.
Okay. All right.
I feel like it's going to be...
Go for it.
I feel like Schmidt's going to... Oh, no, never mind.
It's 32, but no. We got to have some internal commentary battle.
It looked like Schmidt was going to be like a 40-something. So
it looks like you're going to be right. You got it.
Yeah, this is 5 hiddens now. Can Schmidt trade? Well, Schmidt has to unlock Yoshi, so is going to be behind to Turbo slightly. So has Schmidt traded 40 blues at this point? Wow, Schmidt's delaying 6 Rico and 5 hiddens.
I was going to point it out. Oh, wow! Did you see that? The slide into the spin? Was that a butt slide?
Yeah.
No. Maybe. He saved it, whatever it was.
Yes, Schmidt's trying to win Delfino Turbo here.
All right. Schmidt, you got to click this goal. I know we're commentary bias and we know, but like you got to click it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to send this message into the ether. You got to click this goal.
It's one of those things where the delay... It's a good delay until it's not.
Yeah. It is a good delay. Yeah, it's clicked.
But,
yeah, it's over.
Yeah, there's...
That,
yeah,
I think that just steals the game.
Vipa doesn't even have to trade, gets Delfino Turbo. And... I mean, it doesn't seal the game because the rest of the goals Schmidt is now tied to or ahead to.
Is he?
They have 2 Delfinos each.
Well, all Vipa's ahead of... Do they have 2 Delfinos each?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, well, now he has access to or they both have access to Turbo. They're going to do Turbo Secret. Yeah, it's a it's a race that Vipa's slightly ahead in, and but Schmidt's going to have to go perfect. Oh,
I think Vipa's going to do Gelato hundreds here.
That's interesting.
Which is
Smart.
To be fair, Gelato Hundreds is probably the least likely goal that Schmidt's going for because it's
but it's like you were saying earlier, where it's just like, oh, if he went to Gelato Hundo and then got blue coins, then so this is for the commit that Vipa's doing is both 70 totals and Gelato Hundo. So
yeah, and
even though he only needs one goal.
If Schmidt had grabbed a few more blues in Noki, he would have 70.
Yeah, Vipa could do one of two things right now. This is
just blues.
Yeah, he's just doing blues. Or committing to water. He's just going to Cataquack and stuff. But yeah, being in Gelato is...
Oh, Schmidt also committing to blues now.
That's good. Yeah, the
Schmidt
Rico
is slightly up, but it's close.
The Rico 6 shines, 6 shines and Rico delay is like that. I think that's just the story of the match. Like just one mistake, and then Schmidt's in a terrible spot. Like Schmidt clicks that goal, it's 11-10 right now, and not nearly as stressful. And or even oh no, that's probably right.
Yeah, Vipa's gonna need 3 more because he traded 40. So
yeah, this is over.
Yeah,
and it's just that slightly. And what we were saying before is just like delaying episode shines doesn't really get you much. I think Vipa just literally didn't know or didn't think about it. And
yeah, because if Vipa had clicked that, it 6 Rico steal would have just been like icing on the cake.
Yeah, and like Schmidt definitely, because Vipa did click Rico shines. Because Vipa clicked Rico shines, Schmidt was just like, I guess I'll click
Vipa still has not. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. He was just.
Vipa was like, "Do I have 70?" Yeah, so we're gonna see a game 3 later today.
Yep. But yeah, what I was saying, Schmidt's delay of Rico or 6 Rico shines is like that would get you something. Like maybe you could get Vipa to commit more to Rico. Hello, Schmidt. Yeah, maybe you could get Vipa to commit more to Rico by delaying 6 Rico shines. But little did he know that he was right behind him.
Yeah, I thought. Hey, yeah, I thought he got. Hey, how you doing? GG.
GG's.
1-1.
I thought was Eel a delay?
No, I clicked those off as soon as I got them.
That's what I figured. How many shines did you have in Rico before you finished Eel?
I was at Rico 3 plus 2 hidden, so 4.
That's what I thought. Jeez, I miscalculated that.
Yeah,
I had 6 Rico, and I was trying to delay going for Delfino Turbo, and was going to click 6 Rico, hopefully with Delfino Turbo, but you just sniped me to both. And then you also sniped me to 3 red coins, literally by a second. I clicked 8 episodes as you were clicking 3 red coins.
Ooh, yeah. I had 8 episodes, but I forgot to click 8 episodes, and you beat me to 5 Bianco by it was probably 10-15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you sniped me to Red Yoshi in 2 worlds. Like Yoshi, 3 reds, and 6 Rico, and even Delfino Turbo. All 4 of those were extremely close.
Shoot.
But you were just too fast.
So close. All 3
you were
pacing
if those 4 goals go my way, we flip the score, and it gets game over my way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh yeah! Hey, if I got those 4 goals, I would have won.
Right, but I'm saying all of them were less than. They were I had 6 Rico, and the other 3 were less than 10-second snipes.
Yeah.
And all of that could be attributed to my Bianco 3 hidden death, my Bianco 3 Reds death. So I feel like my route was good. My gameplay was not. My decision making was not the best on the 6 Rico delay, but well played. Yeah, you're just a lot faster than me on that one.
I just got carried by my speed. You totally outrouted me that match. Even in the early game when you got 11 Delfinos into 40 totals, and that just took the wind out of the 20 from 2 that I did.
What was your 20 from 2?
Rico and Bianco.
That's what I thought. That just felt totally lackluster after I'd clicked. Were you in 20 Bianco when I clicked?
Yeah, I was
Bianco?
like 10 coins
That's what I was
into
aiming
Bianco
for.
when you got those. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was aiming for. So I wanted 5 enemies and 20 from 2, obviously, but I wanted the 20 from 2 to come with Penna. I didn't think you were going to go for it.
Blues were pretty good on this card. They weren't dominance, but there was like 5 or 6 blues goals. So I wasn't going to stay away from them.
I knew I probably wouldn't get to 12 Noki because you'd be too fast. But after you clicked 20 from 2, I was like, I think I can get 16 Penna. So.
I was like 5 coins in a Penna when you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mid game interactions were very interesting. Where it's just like the second you guys entered Pinna 3, you guys were doing the exact same thing. Like I pointed out specifically that you guys did the exact same route for Pinna 3, and then the only difference is that Schmidt got a 2 cycle in Pinna 4, and that put enough behind for ride Yoshi to World.
Yep.
That was a complete race. I almost fudged up a Pinna 3 too.
I knew it was probably going to be a race to Yoshi's, but I thought since I delayed Pinna until I entered the cutscene, well, until I entered the fight for Mecha, I thought there was a chance I could still win it.
So you had like
I knew you were faster.
15-second lead into the race to Yoshi.
Yeah, which I figured there was that or hopefully a little more because I knew you were going to be at least that much faster than me to get to Red Yoshi in 2 Worlds, but I thought that was a good chance for me to win it. I wanted Red Yoshi in 2 Worlds with Bianco 4 for 8 episodes and 3 Reds, and I knew you miscounted. Like when you clicked Red Yoshi, I was like, oh, he has 8 episodes because I knew you had Rico 1, 2, 3 plus at least some stuff in Bianco if you clicked 5 enemies. Like I assumed that your enemies were in Bianco.
Yeah, that's just me not being able to count because I have everything on my little notepad. TXT file, and I looked at it and said, nope, I don't have 8.
Yeah, we were talking about it just like, oh yeah, delaying 8 episodes gets you very little, if anything, and there's just he's just not clicking it because he isn't thinking about it / whatever. But that's what we were talking about, like with 6 Rico shines at the end. Like if your delay works there, like having him commit to Rico shines and then clicking it after some amount of time, there's definitely a way back in, especially if you get like one of the other goals that you guys competed over. But it just came down to that Rico delay, and then it was 12-9 and a really tough situation.
When you clicked Ride Yoshi and beat me to that by about... I had unlocked Yoshi when you clicked it. And, well, not unlocked it. I defeated Shadow Mario when you clicked it. And then I collected the shine. Okay, so actually I collected the shine for Bianco 4, clicked 8 episodes, and then clicked 3 reds, and then it turned blue. And I was like, oh, crap.
That's funny.
So.
And like the race in Bianco 1 was also very, very close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You both kind of flipped a lot on the goop, and I think Vipa's was like slightly more costly.
Well, my slips, I think all of my slips were during like the fight. Well, like during like the little animation of the plant, so it didn't really cost me anything.
Let's talk about the Bianco 1 slips.
Sorry. What?
No,
I slipped twice on the slow, and then I missprayed the plant once. So I think we were like neck and neck entering Bianco 1.
Yeah, it was a really good match.
I knew we were. I knew we were neck and neck, but I figured I had to go for it because I was so far behind, and that was my only chance back in.
Like just
and
like
same with delaying Rico. I felt like I had to delay Rico to get back in it, but I just over-delayed.
Like game 1, you guys are. This was a close match. Like it might not show it in the scoreboard as close as last match, but it was still close. And but game 3.
Game 3. Sorry, Rutira, you got to restream some more.
You guys. Oh well, what variant have you chosen for game 3?
Invasion.
I think Schmidt chose Invasion. It's gonna be interesting.
You guys excited?
No, I'm gonna be clueless.
Vipa's faster than me, which, like, by a lot. I have a 126 any percent. Vipa, you have, like, a 118.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, like, a pretty... I know if any percent's not bingo speed, but still, that's a sizable speed advantage. And, and Invasion can, be pretty speed-oriented. So, I suck at row control. I've never won a row control match or scrim. And so I was hoping I would win these two because I wasn't very confident in Invasion or row control. So it'll be interesting.
I picked Lockout as my second match because that's just, I feel like with speed I can compensate for misrouting with a Lockout.
Yep.
Yeah, good match.
Yeah, you guys have almost 2 hours between, so get a little bit of a break. Meanwhile, we've got Ramato Despin next, which will be a very exciting match.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the match coming up right after this. So, GG's everybody. Good match to watch. Game 3, we'll see how that shakes out between you guys. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
1-1 going into that, but until then, the next match is going to be starting in 20 minutes. So everybody stay tuned for Ramato versus Despin. It's gonna be a good match.